Alright, so while I'm doing the interview, I'm also going to be at the exact same time trying to train you. So this interview is going to be a little bit longer than most just because I'll stop every so often to also try to train you a little bit as well. Okay?
Okay.
Alright. So first off, we ask 10 questions. Since you are in your cranberry, you're going to brown. And those questions that I sent you, the second ones that are the death match ones, anything like that, those would be usually asked for cranberry to brown or blue to cranberry. And then when they're interviewing to become white coat, you ask those questions as well. I don't know if you had a chance to look over those questions or anything, so I'm just sticking with the normal questions, but that's when you would usually ask those questions, okay?
Okay.
Alright.
Nosy, I have been sleep.
She just woke up.
Back to sleep.
She's biting you now.
Alright, usually you ask the multiple choice questions as multiple choice questions, but right now I'm just going to ask the questions.
Where's her socks?
I'm sure you already know
Where's
the
the
answers
bag?
to them. You've been in HP before, so just remember normally ask them as multiple choice questions.
Okay.
Alright. What are you supposed to use the walkie-talkies for?
Oh hell, I fucking hate this thing.
What are you, so only for medical reasons, especially if you're on CPR calls, especially if like you're getting shot at or whatever. But you cannot use it for personal conversations and no sharing music.
Goes to sleep.
True or false? Medkits and pills can be sold outside the HP building. Now that question I always like to evaluate because it's very confusing. They do mean out like right outside the HP building. They do not mean on CPR runs or pill drives.
That is true because you're not supposed to be doing that because that, yeah, you don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah.
As it cannot be sold. Now, I did read that question a little bit differently than what they have it on here. When you see the question, it's going to say can be sold. I read it cannot be sold, so I tried to trip up anybody. So, also remember do that as well, because then that way you can try to catch them and see if they actually know what they're talking about. So, you did good on that one.
I've grown up with you my whole damn life.
Hey, ladies, I need y'all to come to this pill drive, please.
Apparently you're sitting here like 2 years old.
Papa.
Miss Marnie, Miss Welby, out there.
Mr. Temple, we're in the middle of an interview right now.
All right, sounds good. Once y'all finish that interview up, please make y'all way to that pill drive, all right?
Alright, it's at Army Base, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I will be sure to make it over there.
Thank you, guys.
Sorry about that. Okay. Can you respond to EMS calls alone?
No, we can't call the bus or we can't call the calls. Only higher ups can spawn the bus and their cars, but you can use the uh, Takata Guardian one.
You just answered the next question I was about to ask. Scratch that next question then. Damn, that was a good answer. This one will be pretty easy because we're about to do pill drive over there. Where was EMS strictly forbidden to go unless with CP or DCP?
The army base.
Kind of funny that we're about to hit that way. Okay, so the questions that I sent you have up to, I think, MD12, but we no longer have 12 MD rules, we only have 8, and they are different. So, what it says with the interview questions that I sent you, that is not how it is now. I just haven't got any new interview questions, so if you remember the new ones, then you're good, okay?
Yeah.
Alright. So I'm gonna ask you if you know what MD8
and by the way,
is.
I have proof that you fell asleep on me. No, you don't. You want to make a bet?
Okay, I did not hit the mic on that one. Sorry. What is MD8?
I wish this game didn't pick the van on this mission.
Damn, you got stuff.
I don't know how to do anything. That is so cool.
Unauthorized assurance of recovery notes.
Good. I'm glad that you have memorized the new rules. Okay, what is RP14? That was very easy.
Sexual harassment.
Now, this next one I'm about to ask you, when you read it, you'll see there is an answer, but I believe it's more of an opinion-based question. So I usually go with whatever they tell me because, yeah, the opinions are different and not everybody's going to think the same way. But it will have an answer on here that they would be looking for. Just going to let you know that right now.
You got no alibi.
Alright, so you are having problems, fights, arguments with another medic. What should you do in this situation? Now again, how they worded it, it's an opinion-based question. Even though they do have an answer they're looking for, I usually just let people tell me their opinion or what they would do.
Good.
If that were to happen, I'd make sure I have my body cam on at all times, and I would report it to the higher ups. Because, like, we're supposed to be working together as a family, not against each other.
That's good. Do you know what RP15 is?
What did you just about swim and busted his ass?
Provocation of faction members.
Alright. What is the minimum age requirement to join the faction?
18 years old.
Oh, did not mean to do that. Who can use the front door?
It would be it'd be higher ups and white coats can use the front door.
And I think that was 8, so I'm gonna do 2 more. Hopefully my counting is not off.
No.
What are you supposed to do there that you haven't done?
True or false? You must lock your faction vehicle while using it.
True, because you should always lock your faction vehicle. You never know who could try to get in there, like gang members or whatever.
Good. I know people forget to sometimes, but yes, always try to remember to do that. And then the last one I'm gonna ask you is, what is MD7? And again, remember they have changed around, so it's not what it was before. We'll go with the new ones.
There should be 2 pieces of cardboard in that. So I'm going to bring you one inside. Swap out the top layer for the one I bring you. Okay? That's all you got to do to it.
MD7 has use of service service vehicles for personal use.
Good. I will go ahead and start with the video. And I guess we'll ride together to Army base and let them know that we're there for the pill drive. Hopefully we get in.
Hopefully.